Allah Ta'ala mentions in Ayat 92 of Sura Ali Imran, never will you attain the good reward until you spend it in the way of Allah, from that which you love. And whatever you spend, indeed Allah is knowing of it. So we know that Allah Rabbul Alameen through His Quran and His Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam taught us Muslims to give zakat, to give charity, to constantly keep on giving. In fact, I remember that there is another ayat in Holy Quran where Allah Rabbul Alameen encourages us to perform charity even while we are in poor state, even while we are in our own financial need. So basically, the way I see it, or the way Allah Rabbul Alameen is trying to teach us, is to always have this practice of giving charity. Doesn't matter whatever your financial need is. You can be in financial difficulty, you can be in, acquiring a lot of wealth. It does not matter. What matters is our heart. And Allah always looks at your heart, not the amount of money you give away. But this ayat of 92 of Surah Ali Imran is quite special, and it's very different from all the ayat that encourages zakat or charity in Holy Quran. How? Let me tell you. So here in this ayat, Allah Rabbul Alamin is telling us, give what you love. Look, whenever we give something, money, clothes, shoes, anything that belongs to us, most of the time we actually don't use it, we don't wear it. And if I talk about money, after I am done spending money on my needs, on my family needs, whatever I'm left with, I give it away. That's how majority of us spend in the way of Allah, or this is usually people do charity, and that makes sense, and that's quite practical. But in this ayat, Allah Rabbul Alameen is taking it 10 steps forward and encouraging us to give what we love. Look, if you look at it from a human perspective, or if you think about how human psychology works, giving away what you love is extremely difficult. I mean, just look at your phone. Maybe you are using a very expensive phone. Maybe it's an iPhone or the latest Samsung set you're using. If someone comes and tells you, I like your phone and give it to me, would you do it? Would you give your phone away? I mean, just imagine how difficult that would be. I mean, this is not something you love, but this is something also you need. But look, if I have to look at a phone, a 10,000 BTT phone works in the same way an iPhone does. I mean, if I have to talk about the essential. So you don't need actually an expensive set at the end of the day, and you can actually give it away and use something else. But it's your heart that is attached to it. Whenever we attach our heart to something and then Allah is telling you to give it away, it's extremely difficult. But through this ayat, Allah is, what is He trying to tell us essentially? Give away the world that you have attached your heart to. Because one day we have to leave it. And a lot of the sins that occur in our lives, or we knowingly or unknowingly perform, it's because we love this dunya too much. And we just don't want to let it go away. And that's why Allah Rabbul Alamin is telling us, if you spend whatever you have attached your heart to in my way, in the way of Allah, Allah will reward it personally, will increase it, and obviously there are even more rewards waiting for us in the Akhirah. I mean, just think about that expensive dress you bought for Eid, or that lovely sari that you have, that special one that, that's very expensive, or maybe someone gave it to you, someone you love, and it's very special from all the other saris you have. I mean, how difficult would it be to give it away in the way of Allah? But if you do, Allah will give you so much barakah, so much reward, and even will give you even better clothes, better possessions than the one you gave away in the way of Allah. I mean, I have personally experienced it, that when you give away thinking that it will impress Allah, Allah increases you more. So let me repeat the ayat once more. It's such a profound ayat that when I came across it long time back, I thought to myself that doesn't matter how many ayats of Quran I remember, this is something that I'm going to take to my grave. Just listen to the ayat once more. Never will you attain good reward until you spend in the way of Allah from that which you love. And whatever you spend, indeed Allah is knowing of it. So it's a practice. Look, you're not going to give away something you love in the first go. Start performing charity even with 10 taka. Remember, Allah does not look at the number, He looks at your heart. And start from small and keep on doing it, keep on doing it. Doesn't matter how in dire financial need you are, start doing charity, and inshallah, Allah will increase you more. Do not attach your heart to this temporary dunya, because one day we all have to go away, and spend in the way of Allah so that He becomes really very happy for you and we may attain Jannat in this way. Assalamu alaikum. See you in the next video.